Hi, Jade Hand here. One of the most common decisions an entrepreneur has to make is who is going to be my customer segment. In a day and age where most people can do more than one thing as a service for other people because of technology and because of how we've been able to multitask in this day and age, it's surprising, but not to me, why it's so hard to make a decision on who your customer segment is going to be. I had the same problem. I felt torn. I felt like I was limiting myself if I picked one of my four organizations to do solely. Most people are having to decide which skill they're going to do or which business offering product or service they're going to offer. They want to do many things. When you're first starting off, though, although it can feel like you're closing yourself off from possibilities, you actually already have closed yourself off from the opportunities of picking a lane. The reason why is because when people are thinking of who they should call for certain types of help, probably only one, maybe two people is going to come to mind. So you really have to drive home the idea that you're that person. And how you do that by repeated messaging the same way every single time so that when somebody thinks of something, they think of you. They think of this, they think of you. If you say, I do this and I do this and I do this, they're going to say, okay, which one are you specializing in? My name's Handy. It's Jade. So I always get the jack of all trades. At least that's what I used to get. Um, but you'll find that when you pick a lane, when you pick a niche, that the riches are in the niches. Because what happens is you become known as that one thing. How many people do you know that you know them as an expert in many different areas? Probably not very many. A handyman, for example, maybe. I only know that from my name. Um, and then you're not actually closing yourself off from providing other services because if you see a need, you can always enter that conversation framing your services in terms of the need that that person has. But you want one doorway for people to come into your business by so that you become known for that. And when they think of when they're somebody asks them who do they know that does such a thing, you're the one that comes to mind. So you're not actually closing off the possibilities. You're not limiting yourself. You're actually opening up the possibilities. There's probably no less than 500,000 prospective customers in whatever hyper niche you could choose. There's a book called The Long Tail. And if you don't believe me, just read that book and you'll become a believer. It talks in depth about how there are so many micro niches you can't even imagine with huge pots of gold in them. And even if you're not looking for money or revenue, if you're looking just to get settled in the one thing that you're going to be doing so you can focus on that with all your postings on social media, with all your marketing efforts in traditional media, with all your podcasting and videos and all that stuff, you can focus on one customer segment, possibly even one problem and one solution. And that's going to actually help you focus your attention. And maybe that's what you want to do is just focus. I know it was for me. I was doing four things and nobody can do four things really, really well, especially when you're starting off. It's just not very practical or efficient or effective to do it that way. So, anyways, pick a lane, just pick one, become known for that. If somebody has a need that you can fill in some other area, let them know. If somebody comes in through that one doorway and you find out they have another need other than that one, then offer it. Nothing says you can't offer other services when you see a need. So anyways, Jade Handy, comment and connect, email at jadehandy.com. That's all one word, lowercase, no space, linkedin.com/jadehandy, and youtube.com/jadehandy, all one word, lowercase, no space. Talk to you soon. Thanks.